Breaking news. If you're depending on benefits or pensions in the UK, you need to pay attention. June 2025 is here, and millions are anxiously checking their bank accounts, awaiting payments from the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP. With over 20 million individuals across the UK relying on some form of financial support, from universal credit to state pensions, this announcement is crucial. It could clear up confusion, help you plan your finances, or even reveal benefits you may be entitled to but haven't claimed yet. Let's dive into what you need to know: payment schedules, increased benefit rates, and what to do if your payment is delayed. First, when can you expect your DWP benefits or pensions to arrive in June 2025? The timing varies based on the specific benefit you receive and its usual payment schedule. Universal credit, for example, is paid monthly on the same date each time, dictated by when you first started receiving it. Other benefits, such as attendance allowance, disability living allowance, DLA, pension credit, and personal independence payment, PIP, are disbursed every 4 weeks. The state pension follows a similar pattern. Meanwhile, carer's allowance, tax credits, and child benefits can come either weekly or every 4 weeks. Maternity allowance gets a bit more complicated, with some recipients receiving it every 2 weeks and others every 4. What happens if your payment date lands on a weekend or a bank holiday? There's no need to panic. Your funds will be processed on the last working day prior to that date. So, if you're expecting a payment on a Saturday or a Monday bank holiday, you'll see it in your account by the Friday before. Now, let's hone in on the state pension. The timing of this payment depends on your national insurance, NI, number. For instance, those with an NI number ending in 019 receive payments on Mondays, while 2039 falls on Tuesdays, 4059 on Wednesdays, 6079 on Thursdays, and 8099 on Fridays. You select your start date upon claiming your pension, and the first payment should arrive within 5 weeks of that date. As with other benefits, if your payment date coincides with a bank holiday, expect an early disbursement. But what if you don't see the expected funds in your bank account? First, verify the date on your award notice. If it's a bank holiday week, delays may occur. Contact your bank to check if the payment is pending. If there's still no sign of your money, it's time to reach out to the office handling your specific benefit. For universal credit, log into your account or call the helpline. For PIP inquiries, reach out to the PIP inquiry line. Don't ignore missing payments. Assistance is available, but you must ask for it. Speaking of payments, you might be curious about the increase in benefit rates for 2025. Benefits saw a 1.7% increase in April, but not everyone has noticed this change in their accounts yet. Why the hold-up? It's about how universal credit is calculated. Payments depend on assessment periods that last a full calendar month, and the new rates only kick in from the first full period beginning on or after April 7th. If your assessment period started on April 4th, for instance, you won't see the increased payment until June. It's frustrating, but you're not being overlooked. It's just the system's timeline at work. Let's revisit pensions because the state pension increased by 4.1% in April due to the government's triple lock policy. This policy guarantees pensions rise by the highest of inflation, average earnings, or 2.5%. This year, wage growth was the winner, meaning pensioners now receive £230.25 per week if they're on the new flat-rate pension introduced after April 2016. Still unsure if you're getting all the financial help available to you? You're not alone. Nearly £23 billion in support goes unclaimed each year. Often, this is due to stigma, confusion over eligibility, or simply a lack of awareness that help exists. If you're uncertain, utilize a benefits calculator from websites like Turn to Us, Policy and Practice, or Entitled to. Regardless of your employment status, disabilities, caregiving responsibilities, or age, financial support could be waiting for you. If it feels overwhelming, Citizens Advice can guide you through the process to uncover what you might qualify for. When it comes to the timing of your benefit payments, there's no set clock. Most people see their funds hit their bank accounts between midnight and the early morning hours. This is because the DWP uses BACS to process payments. If your payment doesn't arrive at the same time as someone else's, stay calm. Banks process payments differently, and delays can happen. But if a full day passes with no sign of your money, follow the steps outlined earlier. Looking ahead, the DWP is planning several changes to the benefit system, some of which are highly controversial. On a positive note, from 2026 to 2027, universal credit for single individuals aged 25 and over is set to increase by an additional £7 per week. There's also discussion about implementing a system allowing individuals to test employment without losing their benefits immediately. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The government is considering tightening eligibility for disability benefits like PIP, freezing the universal credit health element, and even halving that element for new claimants. These proposals are currently under consultation, so if you have opinions, now's the time to voice them. One question that looms large is whether any new cost of living payments are on the horizon for 2025. Sadly, the answer is no. The last payment of this kind was issued back in February 2024. However, don't lose hope. Other support options may be available if you're struggling to manage your bills. Charitable grants could be a lifeline. Organizations like Turn to Us provide grant search tools to match you with potential funding based on your unique circumstances, whether you're facing illness, unemployment, bereavement, or caregiving duties. Some grants are accessible even to those with no access to public funds, and your local council may offer assistance as well. Many councils have local welfare assistance schemes, also known as crisis support, which can provide food or fuel vouchers, essential household items, and financial aid for energy bills. The organization Furniture Poverty has a useful tool to help you find out what support your council offers. Whether you're already receiving benefits, awaiting a payment, or questioning if you're missing out on additional help, support is accessible, even if it requires some effort to tap into it. Stay informed, stay empowered, and make sure you're getting what you deserve.